Hey, what's up, everybody? Salvers One Boy here with Adam playing Farming Simulator 19 on Ravenport in the process of trying to harvest sugar beets. I'm trying to get this harvester unloaded, but of course, helpers, they don't know how to do their shoots. Oh, wheel spin. Wheel spin, wheel spin, wheel spin. Lots and lots of wheel spin.
Oh, yeah. For those of you, we've not done a multiplayer video on here yet.
No, we haven't.
And so this is probably really confusing because we've already got a bunch of stuff. But honestly, this is the more interesting part of everything rather than just, you know, spending an hour and a half buying everything.
Okay, there we go. Now it's showing that we're loading up. Now we're cooking with gas.
Are we really, though? I mean, we've gotten this field in quick time. We went to buy this field and I was like, Sugarbeet. I don't know if I want to buy this field because it's Sugarbeet. And then we decided, screw it, it's Sugarbeet, let's buy it.
Yeah, we figured we'd make our money off of it by selling the crop. I don't know if we quite made.
Yeah, I don't know that we've made our money back yet.
What the field cost?
It'll pay for itself after a while.
Yep.
Put like canola in here or something next.
Yeah, that definitely should pay for itself.
Damn. And if we get it I don't know if this needs lime. No, doesn't look like it. And we have supposed to come in here with a big ass. We've still got other fields to harvest though too.
Yeah.
6 and 7. I know for sure.
Probably would want to replant
skills.
Replant 10. Excuse me. Plant what's not taken up by the cow pen with grass.
Yeah. And I am full. For probably the last time in this field. For me, anyways. I'm gonna just double check that our prices are still accurate. This
Central Grain is still the best. Right before you come back.
254. Alright, then we're gonna go sell the Central Grain.
And they're up to 255 now. They've been steadily going up.
Figures as we're finishing the field. Because I think your harvester should get the rest of it. Not quite. They're gonna crash into each other though. That'll be fun. Why am I going this way? It's gonna take me longer. Yoo-hoo, big supply. Alright, oh god. Is this a 2-lane bridge or is it a narrow bridge?
It's a narrow 2-lane. Nah, I would not recommend trying to do that on
the other one.
The other one.
I don't think that'd be possible. Especially towards the edge of that bridge, things get kind of finicky. Problem with the sell point is, by the time it tells me I can tip, I'm like halfway down the ramp, so it just keeps rolling. I'm gonna let you get the final load.
Well, I've got 43,000
Yeah, I was gonna say,
in me now.
I'll just run up over here then. Oh god, black spikes.
Yeah, I got hit with that one too. And I moved mine out of the way because yours was getting the entire swath.
Oh good. Is it turning around and finishing?
It's already halfway up the field. And I'm full.
Is your harvester empty?
Yeah, mine's empty. Empty and shut off. And, of course, they decide, hey, we're done, because I think I hit some right there with the back tire.
Oh, you did.
When I turned out.
It's fine, I'll finish this much.
Yeah, because we know you hate harvesting sugar beets and potatoes.
Dude, on my Felsbrunn one, I bought a lot of fields around where the farm is supposed to be. Then I went to buy one. I didn't realize that the main field is sugar beet. I was like, well, this sucks. I don't really like that. But it's not that big, so I don't care. And then the field next to it, I think it was
potatoes.
Was potatoes, and I almost bought it. I was like, nope. More than I hate sugar beets.
Well, it wouldn't be bad if you had a way of storing it.
It's telling you that, it's just that it takes a long time.
But most of the silo mods that I know I had in 17 that would allow you to store it have not been updated. I need to boot my laptop back up sometime and take a look at the one.
Dude, there's like nothing in this trailer.
I mean, go back and look at the one site we used to use a lot.
There's 3,000 meters. Oops, shut my engine off.
Come on.
The one site we used to use for what?
For 17 and 15. To be honest. Yeah. Just to see what they've got on there if that's 19 related.
Oh, empty this, run this back to my yard, run my other semi up to field 6. It's not already up there. I'm ready to do that, harvest. Then run back up here and grab my beet harvester and then go down and grab my combine. All in a timely order. If those watching my video look way over there, those grain silos belong to. Took home over there in field 9, if you can't tell by all the dots. Looks like a bunch of dipping dots. Yeah. And up by fields 1, 2, and 3 we have none other than peat. Also looks like a bunch of dipping dots.
Has
and
not
if you look
been
at the
on
dipping dots in the
forever.
south corner, that's my dipping dot.
Which field were you going to?
I'm gonna do 6. It won't take me very long. I'm guessing you'll get 7.
Yeah. See if we can't run some weeds over.
Yeah, we need to do better. God, that's why I think we harvest everything first. get stuff figured out. Because our weeds, man, they are out of control. The weed problem, it's bad. Definitely know my way around this map a lot better than I do the other one. I'll learn. I kind of like Phillipsburg. I mean, there's a lot more. Honestly, there's a square fields. Probably more opportunities to put placeable stuff down in that map than there is here.
Yeah, here can be a little tough sometimes. I think I still got bells. Yes, I do. I still got bells.
Yeah, I remember dumping those like 2 or 3 weeks ago now. I ran them up there for the horses.
No, this is cotton bales.
Yeah, those also should probably be picked up.
Well, they're picked up. I just got to go sell them.
Sell them?
Oh, and the fucking thing.
When isn't he getting in trouble, though?
True.
Ah, so my truck must already be up at field 6. Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
I think your head's already up there, too.
Yeah, I know that is. I just didn't know, and I know my wagon is. I might not need that, but I have it up there just in case. This field 6 is fertilized. Has no weeds. I don't think. Let me stand myself corrected, because it has no weeds. It should be a fairly productive field then.
The weeds don't go away if you run over them.
Nah, they don't.
Of course they would.
They're invulnerable. I'm gonna repair my combine and then go use it more, because logic, but... doesn't even need repairing necessarily, but... okay, not quite enough in the trigger. Let me just run into my shop then. Why don't you? Repair. Still $1,100 to fix it. I'll get my beet harvester when I'm done harvesting 6 then.
That's probably going to be what I do.
I don't even know what's in 6. I think it's
oat. Yeah, oat. Which...
you want... that does straw, doesn't it? Or does it not?
I think it does. Because we did oat, that way we could dump it or store it to use with the horses.
So I'm gonna drop a straw swath then, is what I'm hearing. If I can. Sounds good to me. Ah.
And yes, ladies and gentlemen, I am using a Case IH head.
I noticed you actually got the John Deere head on your single player.
Yep.
You should do that on here.
Well, with multiplayer, I probably ought to. But with this one, because I don't have to have a header trailer because it's built in.
I was surprised you went with the normal John Deere. Dude, I was pulling into my yard on Felsbrunn, and there's a sign or two just right in front of where I was cutting across. And I just smacked it across with the tractor that was towing my header. Like, well, it has a 50-kilogram weight on the front, so that sign was just screwed from the start. was like, well...
Is Feldburn like a German town or something?
Well, the map identifier is map.de, so I can only assume. Because I was showing at the beginning of the video how to cheat in money.
Yeah, I haven't shown that. I do have 4 mods that I need to work on. All Stevie's. His Steyr, his New Holland, JCB Fast Track, and his Quad Track.
So for those of you who have watched the few 17 videos, you know we used to have like giant modded combines that hold ridiculous amounts. I don't know that we're necessarily going to do that, at least not with me, multiplayer. Because I kind of like the unloading into the auger wagon. I'm weird, but it's kind of fun.
Well, the only one I even have on my single player game that's like that is the Helper Combine. But that way, I'm not having to focus on the helper quite as much. I can go do what I need to. Speaking of, let me hire a helper and go find out what's going on at the coop.
So yeah, you'll notice we actually are playing a little differently than normal. Than we used to in 17 anyways, I should say. But auger wagons are kind of fun, in a weird way.
Okay, it said no more room for eggs at the coop, yet I come down here and there's not a single egg.
Maybe there's just not room to spawn them then. That'll be awkward.
Oh, that's not the one, that's not the one, that's not the one. Okay, there's the finance page.
Lots of red. Really good. That's what it means.
I mean, I don't even see, like, sold eggs anywhere.
It's probably just a harvest income.
There's no harvest income showing.
Well, like I said, maybe those eggs just can't spawn, like with the wool. Nothing parked down there in the way, is there?
No, the wool's spawning, though.
I know, the wool, because the truck was in the way of the wool. Oh god. I'm glad it's dark so I can't see how crooked I'm going. Here we'll also put this on over and kind of investigate this chicken and see if we can't figure something out collectively.
Well, I'm back up in the combine waiting for them to finish up their run because I know that as soon as I take them off, I'm going to keep right on rolling and tear up some crop.
Yeah, that's kind of annoying.
But it's like I told you, I think.
Yeah, the helper stuff doesn't.
The other day. Well, no, not so much that, but the big auger wagon we have on here.
Right.
The modded agro combine that Stevie did, or what's it? FS Mods, I think. He's on Facebook. You find him farming simulator mods. Or you might be able to find him by looking at his name, Steve K. He does really good stuff. A lot of it's tweaks to base game stuff, so far as what he does, because the 3D modeling and all, it's easier for him to convert and make things work better than it is to try to build a whole brand new model. But he does some really excellent maps. Matter of fact, a number of the maps that we played on 17 were his.
Is that or Bullet Bill? Or Oxygen David was another one that we used a lot. There weren't many just random map makers that we went to.
No. I mean, I know there for a while, for the most part, everything we used map-wise, like Cherry Hills.
Well, because this stuff comes out a lot faster than Oxygen Davids or Bullet Bills, I've noticed.
Yeah.
Not to say it's of lesser quality, but I think it's just time they have to spend on it.
Well, I know, like the one map he's working on, he said it will probably be sometime next year before it's done, and it's a continuation, so to speak, of a map that he's done in 15 and 17 called Ringwoods. But he's going 4X on this map. And he basically already built the map, but because of some issues Giants is having with the editor and textures and stuff in the editor and all for people, it's kind of been
That doesn't sound good.
We just ran through the crop because
You went full?
Yep, I got full. And so
Yeah,
the head shuts off, and I kept right on rolling because I had cruise control on.
I have made 3 passes, and I'm 11,489 out of like 14,300. Because I noticed you noticed the difference between my combine and your 200 liters.
Yeah. I didn't roll too far though, thankfully.
That's what I like about this freaking head. You can really, you got a bit of leeway, at least on my combine.
Well, it took me from the time that I realized it lifted up to my hitting my reverse key to slow down and reverse. So I rolled probably about from the attachment to the head to about halfway between my front and back tires. That's how far I rolled into the crop. So it's not too terribly bad. But it could have been better.
Oh, and I would not be able to finish that pass. Great. I was hoping I could put it on the helper to have it finish the pass and then unload it going up the next. But unfortunately, that turned out to be the case. Tractor's not even set up to be karting anyway, it's karting on the move, because I've got cruise control set back up to normal. Which means last thing it was doing was something other than karting. Because I usually have the karting speed. I don't know why it's complaining about chickens. because we don't even have any eggs, so, and there's totally space for it. So I don't know. Oh god, that's, yeah, see, that's annoying. I wish we had.
I don't know, unless we need to sell, and then sell the paddock, and then redo it.
Might need to find a new spot for our chickens. I wish this thing had like an auger cam, because like my combine, I don't know about yours, I can't see the auger outside the window of my combine.
From cab view?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't see mine either.
I can guesstimate where it's going to go based on the header, but
I mean, like the pipe. Well, yeah, I can. Mine comes out far enough I can see the tip of it.
I mean, I can see the pipe in my rearview mirror. That is it.
I can see the tip. I can see the tip of my pipe when it comes all the way out. Which, I mean, if you ever watch when I do mine,
you're not usually in first person though.
Yeah. Well, yours comes more straight out. Mine actually goes a little more than 90 degrees. Mine goes about 95 degrees. Or goes straight to 90. I don't know. It's weird.
I mean, you might have more window space too on yours. I don't know. I haven't looked at yours that close. I just know it's hard for me to see.
Yeah, and I haven't really used case in game. Now I got a few case tractors on single player, but so far as multiplayer,
sometimes they have to open the door of even of the 70. I don't know what they're. I think it's the 120 series they have. People farm around them.
Yeah, both Creeper and myself have the latest in the line of combines from our respective companies. The 790 is the newest S series from John Deere, and you have what, the 9940?
It's the 240 series, yeah, 92.
Yeah, the 9240.
Which actually won't be the newest version, actually. As of the release of this game, it's not. The more recent will be the 250 series coming out in 2019, I think. That's when they're going to roll those out. Should be autonomous too, which is interesting. But yeah, and I think this is like a 2016 combine. Which is interesting.
Can we get a time check?
28 minutes.
Right.
29, basically 29.
So I'm maybe 2-3 minutes above that.
Ish. I think we started at the same time, so.
See, that's why I don't keep. That's my only thing with the active window. But if I go in full screen with the record, it records fine. Amazingly, it records fine. I think 17 I had some issue with it recording full screen properly.
Yeah, it like froze and you had to
Minecraft it always did that. Of course, I think Minecraft 2 was some of my older computer. I think some of 17 might have been my old computer to an extent, so
possibly.
I mean, I have had this one right at a year. Or just over a year. I think, I want to say March will make maybe 2 years I've had it. 'Cause I got it right before I left my old job. or
job or your old job?
well, before I transferred divisions in the old job.
Okay.
Actually, it would be the old job, because I've had a job in between that and the other one, although I don't always count that one because I was only there for 2.5 weeks.
Let's forget about Harbor Freight.
Well, when you're only there for 2.5 weeks, maybe, I think I might have been there right at 3. But oh, I did see the other, when I was looking before accepting the job I'm working at now, after leaving security, that they were hiring for supervisors to do the job that they interviewed me to go do. But they sat there and said, well, we're not filling that position yet. After they had already filled the position 2 months before they ever put out the basically requisition for people to come interview for the position. So, yeah. I would like to know how that one works. How do you hire people for a position that you don't even have open yet, 2 months before you open that position for interviews?
Makes it easier to hire them. They already know who they want. Then they don't have to look at their list of skills and be like, oh yeah, you're totally qualified for the job that we haven't put out requisites for yet.
And the fact that they didn't want to allow, or put it this way, they did not want to allow me to do any training. Cut! Okay, that time I just rolled a full combine link.
Oof.
Because
I'm always watching my fill rate. I'm always paranoid now, so I usually see.
Well, when I looked last, I was okay. But I was at like 1100.
The positioning of the mirrors on here on this combine is interesting, because in the combines I've been in, granted they're smaller combines, you can always see the top of your grain tank in them. It's kind of tell without having to watch your... Granted now, it doesn't even matter, it'll yell at you if you get too full, so... Don't drive this thing near power lines.
That's
nice
mainly because the auger.
Nah, it's not even the auger, it's the grain bin extender up there. That's mainly what their warning is about. Literally, it doesn't even show the auger hitting it. It's just the little hopper up top. How it folds up. Comes from being flat to being up at an angle, and if you were to, yeah, I was like, alright, that's a nice little drawing here. You guys can kind of see it better there. But yeah, don't get your auger near that either, that would hurt. If you guys notice, I always end up taking less than a head length through. Kind of intentional, because I know I can't keep that straight, so...
Okay, we really need to do something about the chickens.
Sell them all and find a new home for us, because I don't know what it's throwing a fit about.
We can always sell it and move them up by the cows.
Yeah. Let's just make sure there's a lot of space between them and the cows, because otherwise you might not be able to spawn pallets of eggs up there either. Kind of a waste of everything we already put in it, but whatever. Figures another time where I'm going to be full going down this pass that I can't pull up to my side on. Dude, this gets so close to just overfilling. I swear.
I know it can get a little scary at times. You're like, oh crap, I'm going to overflow.
I'd be sketched out in real life. That.
Okay, there was a little lag spike on my end.
14,400 liters. That's my max. Kinda wish one of the customizations you could put on this combine, an auger light.
Yeah, that would be nice.
I know.
Some of them had it. I don't think it's in here, but I want to say well, no, I think that was
I know
mods
the guy
though.
Around here, he actually put one on there and just wired it into his combine.
Yeah. You know something I would like to see?
What?
Peanuts.
That'd be fun. I also don't. Really, my biggest complaint about the 9240 is the lack of rear lights. And I don't know if it's like this in real life. It very well might be. And I think it is, actually. But, like, the lack of rear work lights can make it kind of inconvenient. Sometimes.
Yeah.
Because I know the 7230 had it. Yeah, heck off about those chickens, dude. I don't care. Oh, I should be able to finish this and put it in the auto. Just drop it in the truck. Some people it might seem pointless for me to be running the auger wagon, but honestly, I feel like it's just easier to drop it in there, and then if the truck's needed somewhere else, it can go. Like, say, Albertsfield whenever I'm done here, because I'm guessing I'm going to finish before you.
Yeah, yours is a little smaller.
Yeah, I'd say I've only got probably 4 more passes. Maybe 5, depending on how straight I go. Oh, lag spike. Lag spike. Lag spike. Ping spike. As you guys can see on my map, you can see my ping, and when it goes red, I usually shut everything off, as I just did there. Because that was getting bad. Oh, here we go again.
And mine shoots up like 50, up low to mid 50s. And that's why I don't get. As long as it was with 17, as long as you were 60, you were decent.
You were white and now it's yellow, yeah. They're raising their bar.
Well, they need to realize not everybody has the greatest broadband or high-speed internet. Some of us are still stuck with Stone Age DSL because their provider doesn't give enough shits to bother to even try to upgrade
They're
stuff.
making money, what do they care? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's what they're living by.
I mean, I was sitting there talking with my department supervisor. He gets 40 megabits per second. Of course, he has a bonded pair running to his house.
Not just a copper line. That's all I got.
He's only supposed to have 20, but he's got 40 because he has a bonded pair.
Still don't care about those chickens. I know I missed some bits, so I'll go back and get that after my last pass. Oh, maybe 500 ping. Okay. And we're done. That ping. Cool. We have hit the 40-minute mark. Jeez.
It don't take long. I mean, when I harvested Field 6 on my game, on my single player, it was an hour to harvest Field 6.
It's sunflowers in a slightly smaller capacity. Did you have to unload? I never got to that part.
Yeah, I unloaded a couple of times.
I know you were thinking about trying to finish it.
And we just rolled in again. Not that bad though. Not that time anyway. Instead of driving the combine all the way over there, we'll just run, pick up the truck, and drive to the combine. Yeah, there's one complaint I have on this truck versus the modded one from Stevie.
What?
And that's your rear work lights only come on when you back up. You have no rear work lights or brights on this truck.
That's another reason they use auger wagons.
I mean, you've got 4 lights there. How is it so hard to make a pair of them your...
On which truck? 'Cause I think one of them has rear work lights, because I've noticed it earlier.
This is, what is it? The Roadrunner.
I thought that did have them, because... Never mind, that might just be dumb. Put the tab down or something. And it might, see if it works. Because I could have swore it did.
No, the Warrior does. Roadrunner does not.
Okay, now I gotta see what trucks we're talking about, because they think they're very similar. Oh yeah, it's the Warrior. The smaller one is the Warrior. I remember it. The one we have on those little trucks.
Yeah. On the
I
Sugarbeet.
I know that one does.
On the Sugarbeet tanks, basically.
Yeah, or on our... when we have a lot of corn to sell.
That's just... we run every truck when we got that.
That was so much fun, though. So much corn. Basically 60,000 liters to a truck. Yeah, you'll notice I shut my straw swath off for this pass because it's tiny, annoying, and I don't want the straw to go in the grass. So, for those of you who did notice that, that is why. And I'm going to be going around picking up the bits that I missed, so...
Well, because I've got... I think Cadola. Yep.
You just dropping straw, chopped straw on the ground.
Yep. I'm blowing straw.
I am now.
Actually, this ain't even really covering the ground. Oh, it felt so good here today. And it's going to be cold the rest of the week. Thank you. Typical fall and early winter weather. Well, we're not quite in winter yet. We still got a couple months.
I don't want to talk about winter.
Y'all's winter starts in like October.
It did this year. We had snow in October.
I want to say my stepboy saw snow in like September out in Colorado.
Yeah, don't talk about Colorado. Strange people there. The weather is high.
Yes, I'm sure my stepboy is half the time.
No. Today, so over the weekend it snowed, and then it snowed more yesterday. And I got home today, and guess what I had waiting for me in my driveway?
More snow!
Yeah, because the county had been by, and guess where they wanted to put their snow? Bastards. So I sat there for about 15 minutes going up and down my driveway for a bit. Just compacting the snow.
Let's see. That's... Oh, God, my ping is gone to crap. Now it's coming back down. It went to 1100.
Quite a bit. Anyways, what were you saying?
Sitting there talking the other day at work. And I might have talked with you about it before, too. I can't remember. How, like, where you are, you get a good amount of snow every year. New York, Boston, and all that. Because, like, a couple of years ago, Boston piled all the snow that they removed from the city streets up in the old Boston Harbor shipyards that were used, I think, World War II, with Liberty ships or whatever it was. I'm trying to remember exactly what, but. And in like August, you still had snow. Because they had piled so much of it up so high that it took all summer for it to basically melt. And my thing is you got California in a drought. Some of it's because of their own fault, because your state-run water agency is run by farmers. So they're pumping all this water out of aquifers and all to irrigate crops and everything else. But why don't you take the snow that you get in the Northeast, Great Lakes, Northern Plains? Because, I mean, you figure you're scraping... I know you've seen it probably on the news and all. They're loading it into big-ass dump trucks. The tractor-trailer style dump trucks. Mm-hmm. And then hauling it and dumping it somewhere. Take it, melt it, truck it, train it over there to be put in special aquifers or something that you can use for irrigation, because you can't drink it because it's not potable water. It's brown water, basically.
I mean, that's what do you think Germany is one of the greenest countries in the world. They import trash. They run a lot of their countries run on like the burning of trash and stuff. I think the way they recycle everything.
Yeah.
Weird. They are a strange country.
Well, I mean,
like, I don't know if they burn it, but they use the trash, and that's where they get a lot of their power from and energy.
I mean, depending upon the type of trash, I mean, you get methane and all from your landfills.
But yeah, no, it, yeah, love the county. My dad texted me about it. He's like, yeah, can you get the mail? Also, the county came by, so there's a bunch of snow in the driveway. I was like, great. In moments like these, I'm glad I have a 4-wheel drive car. Or it's a Tahoe, so, I mean, I put it in 4 high, slowing down up the hill, pulled in, and I noticed, I'm like, yeah, this is going to be fun for even an all-wheel drive, which, okay, I've mentioned this quite a few times today, because it's just, I find it really stupid. All-wheel drive. You're driving with 4 wheels, right?
Yep.
So why change the name? It's 4-wheel drive.
Yep.
No, it's all-wheel drive. No, it's 4-wheel drive. You just don't have a high or a low option, and usually, from what I've seen, the cars that have all-wheel drive have a quote-unquote manual mode, so you can put it in the first gear, or second, or third, so you have more traction. So there's your low.
Yep.
I don't know. It just seemed really stupid to me to call it all-wheel drive. I was sitting there, I'm like, so, and I thought to myself, I'm like, what's the difference between all-wheel drive and 4-wheel drive? Oh, there isn't one. 4-wheel drive, I have 4 wheels on my car. All-wheel drive, I'm driving with all 4 wheels of my car.
Well, for most of your 4-wheel drive vehicles, you have the option of only driving with 2.
Yeah, I mean,
which are the rear 2. But at one point, they were trying to develop a 4-wheel drive that would allow you to choose between running your rear wheels or your front wheels.
That's one thing I guess I haven't quite. I think, isn't traction better with front-wheel drive cars?
Yes. Yeah. Because all your weight's on your drive tires.
Yeah. Makes sense. But you know, like my mom has a Nissan Rogue, and you can lock it into all-wheel drive, or you can have it unlocked. Not a all-wheel drive. If it's not an all-wheel drive, then you're driving with 2 wheels. Whippy. I had my mom before she had this Nissan Rogue, which is a really good car. I'm glad she's got it because of the all-wheel drive feature, because she used to have a Hyundai Elantra. Front-wheel drive, 2-wheel drive, would be stuck. Would not be making it into my driveway today. In the current state that it is in.
You know I have an Elantra, right?
Yeah. I'm also, like, I liked the car, but I didn't like the car. For around here, it was not practical. Have I told you the story? Last year during winter finals, I had to take my mom to work once, because I had to drive her car. Because Dad needed the Tahoe, so I don't have my own vehicle, because I don't need it. Dad had a work truck, so I was driving her car. It's about 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm going back to bed, because I don't have to be at school for another, like, 4 hours on final days. I pull up on my driveway. I'm like, this is going to be a little fun, because I knew it was icy. It's muddy, not muddy, but snowy. So I turn it wide, and I go up the driveway, really getting ready to build up the speed, and then it just dies. It sits there. I'm spinning my front tires, and I can feel it. I'm like, 6 o'clock in the morning. So I'm like, okay, maybe it's not that bad. Maybe it just didn't really hit it that fast. So I backed up, put the car in low, went forward. That helped absolutely not at all. So it's 6 o'clock in the morning, and I walk into the garage to grab a shovel. I'm going to move some of the snow out of the way. That didn't work. Then Dad sees me out there. He goes, "Are you stuck?" I go, "Mm-hmm." He comes out with a bunch of rugs. The tires were not the best on that. and it just was like shit.
Oh, trust me. When we had our snowstorm
Sure, you had fun.
earlier this year, I'm sitting there, I'm trying to find every possible route I can go to work that is not iced without getting on the highway until I absolutely have to.
I feel like your driveway is from if I just remember because we've looked it up on Google Earth because we were bored. It's not like a hill, is it?
A little bit.
But not much of it because I mean,
No.
my hill just slopes into the road. It's bad.
Well, here's the thing: if you you look on Google, when you're looking on Google Maps at mine, you see where the fence is because they've updated Google Maps. So now you see the fence, you see the chicken coop and all that now. Where I've made the fence bigger. It goes the 3 trees in the front yard that are like one right on top of each other. Across from the circle, the big circle on the other side of the driveway. It goes uphill there and then goes downhill to the road. So you actually go uphill and then back downhill just to get into the yard.
That's fun. Yeah, I was out there today after I got in the first time. I'm like, this is not really that fun to get in. So I stopped. You can change to auto, 4-wheel drive, and 4 high without coming to a complete stop. In order to get to 4 low, you have to stop, put it in neutral, or park and sit there for a bit.
Yeah, because it's got the
neutral. Click it into 4 low. Here, go as it locks in. I was like, wait a minute. So then I look, I make sure the road's clear, because I'm on top of a hill, so this is like not the best thing to do. Throw it in reverse, like back up onto the road. I look where the snow is piled the most, and I turn into it. Put it in, I think, 3rd. It was just in 3. That was fine. I basically compacted silage on my driveway, but with snow.
Yeah, and you know it's going to be a sheet bicycle in the morning.
I'd rather, it's... Especially like if Dad were to go out there with a snowblower, he doesn't want to blow his rocks into the yard. That's the main thing. And I don't think it's actually supposed to get like to the point of things freezing again tonight. And I don't know. I don't care. The county will come by and ruin my day anyways again. Like, oh, what a nice clear driveway you have.
Don't.
What a convenient place for me to turn my plow. Bastards.
No, time check.
An hour. We should probably stop 58 minutes.
Yep.
I kind of forgot we were recording and just went on a tangent. This happens.
Yeah, it does. And it's been pretty much an hour of watching us harvest.
I'm surprised that's actually taken this long.
Dude, like I told you, it took me a full hour to do 6 by myself with helpers.
Yeah.
I've still got to pick up all the bales in 12. I think I finally got all the bales done. I just got to pick them up.
Yeah. No one will have to bail 6. Anyways,
So,
suppose we'll end this here. I thought to upload this overnight sometime and schedule it from Kai's channel. I'll link you in the description if I remember, which I probably won't. So I'll just go back and do it later.
yeah. Oh, that was solid. Sound like I'm hitting a kick drum, don't it?
Yeah.
Anyway, that's going to do it for us. Hope y'all have enjoyed, and as always, have a wonderful day.